in Facebook world. I'm ready to do the Thursday evening shibashi. Hope you've had a good day today. We've had a lovely day. Weather's been nice, although it is saying there's about a 1 in 3 chance of a shower at the moment, so I'm not outside on the grass. I'm going to be inside because it's going to be sort of low, and if I go outside it'll rain, so we'll stay in and it probably won't. So yeah, I hope everybody's ready for bank holiday tomorrow, which is bank holiday Monday, but it's on Friday. So we've got our bank holiday tomorrow to look forward to. We'll probably still be doing some work, to be honest, but that's usually what we do on a bank holiday. Let's see who joins us. We're going to do moves 7 through to 12 tonight and concentrate on them in a bit more detail. We'll do a warm-up as usual, then work through the sort of middle section of the shibashi, and then we'll do a shibashi set to finish. So I hope everyone's well, and I've had some lovely messages of people. I'm going to give a shout out to Nick and Pauline, who I know are doing these classes, although they're not actually doing them live, which quite a lot of people are, but they sent me a lovely message to say that thanks for putting them up, and they're carrying on and keeping up practicing, so that's really good. Yeah, it's not quite 5 o'clock yet, so we'll see who joins us. I have moved my music so you might be able to hear it, but I did have a top tip on Monday's class off of Steph, so shout out to Steph, who had the genius idea to ask Alexa to play Tai Chi music, and because she couldn't hear mine, it worked fabulously. So yeah, do try that if you've got any of those machines at home. We haven't yet, but that's because I haven't won one. Let's see who joins us. What's the time? It's just about 5 o'clock. Now everyone's busy, lots of people are still working because they've got to. Good news is yesterday we took delivery of the metalwork to build my bottle trees, so anyone who's going up and down our road, hopefully in the next week or so, you should be able to see one of them out by the egg shed and the other one's going to go up by the shepherd's hut. So yeah, Operation Bottle Tree Building is started. So a massive lorry turn up because Andy'd ordered, I don't know what they were, 4 metre lengths or something. They were really long pieces of metal. So that's happening, and we're working on the tailgate of the horse box as well, so the metal's coming for that. I can't see anyone appearing yet. If you do pop on, say hello, Sharon, so I know you're there. I don't think the screen's froze just because I'm sat here not saying anything. So I hope you managed to fit some stretches in, bit of foot rolling. If you can, on the tennis ball or the spiky balls if you've got them. Try and keep moving. I hope we will get a bit of rain because I've actually planted some flower seeds this afternoon, so that'll save me watering them before we go to bed. So yes, very productive day, done a bit of baking. Andy's got instructions for how to start the tea. Right, I'm going to crack into the warm-up now. So, as always, especially in this warm weather, make sure you've got something to drink. If you need to, for balance, have a chair near you so you can grab hold of it. Don't overstretch or overreach anything. We're after 70% effort for everything we do. I'm going to start off just a warm up, so feet facing forwards, about hip bone distance apart. Stand as straight as you can up through the body. Slightly tip the pelvis forward to get the spine into a nice and neutral position. I'm going to turn the head from right to left, starting at the top of the body, and we're going to work our way all the way down through to try and free up the joints and get a little bit of movement. Then drop the chin, then rotate through the front of the neck, looking to the right, dropping the chin, and looking to the left. Going from one side through to the other side. And then bringing the head back to centre, we're going to keep the head still and just move the eyes to look up, down, right and left. Up, down, right, left, up, down, right and left. Tense the shoulders up and let them drop. Tense them up and let them drop. One more. Tensing up, let them drop. Then one shoulder and the other shoulder. One shoulder and the other shoulder. Take the right arm and circle the whole arm round and forwards. Biggest circle as you can comfortably manage. And then taking the arm back. So at least 3 rotations backwards. Hello, hello, whoever's popped up will change arms. Going forwards, circling the whole arm forwards. And then circling it back. And then hands into the front of the shoulder blades. Going to just take the elbow and circle it forwards. And back. And then changing arms, taking that elbow forwards and round. And taking it back. Then dropping the arms, we're going to stretch through both sides of the body. So I'll just step back a little bit. We're going to push up with the right arm and down with the left. Straightening both arms if you can, looking up that long arm. Trying to get some length into both sides of the body. And changing arms, reaching up to the sky and pushing down to the earth. Looking up to the sky. And one more each side, reaching up and stretching down. And the other side. And we're going to stretch across the chest. There's the bow and arrow, pointing the finger out, looking down the long arm, pulling back across the chest. Try and keep that shoulder down and relaxed if you can. And then changing arms, so pointing out and pulling back. And we'll do one more to each side. And the other side. Stretching across the chest. I'm going to interlink the fingers to the front, turn the palm facing out, bring the arms up to where you can comfortably get them, and just lower the hands to the head. Stretch up and lower down. And dropping the hands, we're going to swing them around the torso, bring the hands to tap the front of the shoulders. Good swing of the arms. Then hands are coming forwards, soft elbows, soft wrists, circle those wrists around, the fingers nice and relaxed, both hands going in, and then we're going to circle them out, moving at the wrist, then make two fists, good strong fists, and we're going to reach the fingers out wide, back into fists, stretch out those hands. One more into a fist, stretch the hands. Then take the right hand, turn it palm up, and gently pull back on those fingers, stretch out the inner wrist. Hold that for a couple of breaths. And then change arms, so palm up and pull back on fingers. Then heels of the hands going into the lower back, we're pushing down and out. Wiping the kidneys. Bit of warmth into that lower back area. And then hands coming to the side, we'll circle the waist round one way. And back the other way. Keep the feet flat to the ground if you can, so those ankles are getting some good movement too. And then to the knees, we're going to give the knees a good rub in and around the knee joints. And then fingertips on the knees, we're going to rotate both knees in. Just like we did with our wrists a minute ago. And then we'll take them both out. Out and round. And then keeping the fingers on the knees, we're going to look up to the right, back through the centre to the left. Over one side, and back to the other side. Straightening up when you get to the sides. Last one, straightening back up. Right, now we're going to take the left foot very slightly forwards and just lift and lower the toes. Stretching out through the calf muscle, and then turn the foot to the side, lift and lower the toes. Stepping back, same with the other foot, slightly forward, lift and lower. And turn it to the side, lift and lower. Bring the foot back, going to take the right heel, raise the heel and circle that ankle round one way. And back the other way. And drop the heel, go to the other foot, pick the heel up, rotating at the ankle. And back the other way. Drop the heel, we're going to bring a leg up in front and heel tap with the opposite hand. So we're tapping the heel, one side, got that hip stiff, the other side, one side, side. Heel tap to the front. And then heel tap behind. Been doing a lot of digging in the garden. Okay, back down, then we'll march through the feet. So we're going to march toe, toe, heel, heel, out, out, in, toe, toe, heel, heel, out, in, toe, toe, heel, heel, out, in, toe, toe, heel, heel, out, in. Right, warm up done. Let's see who we've got here. Hi Steph, you made it then? Hi Janet. Oh, don't worry about being late. I don't need watches. I've stopped wearing my watch. Doesn't seem to have that many deadlines to hit now. So we are going to go through the moves from move 7. The 6 moves following that. So on Monday I did the first 6 moves in a bit more detail. So we're going to start at holding a ball, and we take it through as far as playing with waves. So we're going to go through those in some detail. As always, 70% effort. Don't overstretch, don't overreach. Nothing should ever hurt. If it hurts, you've gone too far. Make the move smaller. I'll try on the demonstration to give you lots of different versions, so you can pick whatever level you're comfortable with. So don't think this, if I give you the easy, the middle and the hard version, I can guarantee everyone wants to try the hard version. Don't push it at all. And you might find that one side going left, you can manage a higher level than when you go right, or the other way around. You just do whatever's comfortable for you. The whole point of this is you're supposed to enjoy it. So really, really, I can't stress it enough. Don't push yourself too hard, especially when we're doing it later in the day like this. It's always a lot easier in the morning. Okay, standing up. We're going to start in Wuji. So, Wuji is our state of nothingness. Feet are hip bone distance apart, facing forwards. We're going to concentrate on what the feet are doing. Should be nice and flat to the floor. They're soft knees, so you're not locking them back at all. They're very soft knees. Pelvis tipping very slightly forward. Almost feels like you're sticking your bottom out. Keeping a nice straight posture through the spine, imagining that golden thread pulling us up a little bit taller through the crown of the head, and arms relaxed down at the sides, palms of the hands facing in towards the thighs, wrists, fingers nice and relaxed. And just take 2 or 3 long deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose if you can, if not through the mouth. Keeping those arms relaxed and open, shoulders relaxed and down. Make sure you're not gripping with the bottom at all. And you're not clenching the jaw. No tension at all, everything's relaxed. And we'll step out to commence. So we're stepping out, as always, at least shoulder width apart. You can go a bit wider if you need to. Make sure those feet are facing forwards. Now we're starting with holding a ball. So I'm going to reach over with my right hand, lift my right heel across the body. So on my in-breath, I've got the palm of my hand facing up. I'm going to lift that heel and reach across, turning the head to look at that hand. So my head's turned, the eyes are focused down on the hand. That's the in-breath. And then I'm going to bring the heel slowly down as the arm comes back across the middle on the out-breath. Comes to the side of the body, and I pick up the other hand. So now I'm breathing in, left hand and left heel. Turning the hand and breathing out. So this is what we're up to. Holding a ball, breathing in, turning the hand And slowly lowering that heel as we breathe out. And the head's just turning from left to right. Eyes are following that active hand for as long as they can. So now my eyes are slightly looking down, slightly looking down. It's gone out of sight. Then I pick up and focus on this hand and start to look up to follow the palm of that hand and back. The head's not moving up, forward or back at all. It's purely going from left to right. Breathing in. And out. So this is holding a ball, so you can imagine that ball resting on the palm of your hand, and turn and let it go. Breathing out. It's also known as reaching for the sun with the hand. So if that helps you, you can picture that hand reaching up towards the ball of the sun that's in the sky. The sun's there and you're reaching towards it. So through my legs, that heel's going down. The knees are soft here. The heel's picking up. Most of my weight is in the standing leg. And out. Now if you're quite comfortable with this, as you reach across, also lift the heel of that standing leg. And bring it down. You don't lift that heel as far as the other one. So this now is my left hand, left heel coming right up. The right heel's just lifting maybe an inch off the ground. Challenge your balance a little bit more. Breathing in, reaching for the sun, turning the hand, and breathing out. Breathing in. The hand you're not using is just resting at the side here, ready to come into action. Breathing in. It is hard, this balance with both heels up, so don't feel bad if you can't do it. The standing leg's taking most of the weight, so the big heel lift on the far leg is really just a balance point for you. You're coming right up onto the ball joints and the toes in that foot. The other one, challenging yourself to see if you can raise that heel. Breathing in. Make sure, I know on the video there it does look a bit like my feet have gone in, but they are still facing forwards. Be conscious of what your feet are doing, especially if you start raising both heels. Make sure when you bring them down that they're still facing forwards. The angle, I have to have the iPad on it. It looks like they've got a little bit of a turnout. They're not, they are facing forwards. And we'll do one more each side, holding a ball. Make sure those hands and wrists are nice and relaxed, not holding any tension in them. And even when the arm's stretched, it's still soft at this elbow. So we come back to centre now. We're going to keep the heels down and take both hands and carry on over to the side, carrying the moon. It's my in breath. I'm going to breathe out back through the centre and an in breath to the other side. So again, the head's just turning from left to right. When you do get to the side, your eyes are glancing down towards that armpit. And what we want the arms to do, the top arm's coming out to about a 45-degree angle from the body. And the bottom arm, the palm of it is facing towards that armpit. So breathing out through the centre and breathing in. Breathing out. And in. we're trying to get a nice fluid movement, so you don't reach the side and just stop. As you get to the side, you're coming back. And when you bring the arms in front of the body, I always cue this. If you imagine you've got a big beach ball blown up between those hands, it's coming across the front of the body. It can't come too close to you because there's a beach ball there. So you're going a good, I'd say, maybe 8-9 inches out to the front. Don't bring those arms too close in as you're passing in front of you. Breathing in. This is also called turn and gaze at the moon. Gazing at the moon ascending. So as you turn in the waist, eyes are glancing back. Breathing out and in. So if you need to go a little bit faster to match your breathing, then do that. Or go a little bit slower if you can hold your breath for longer. Again, making sure those hands and wrists are relaxed. Okay, this is our last carry in the moon. So that's our in breath. We're on an out breath back to centre, but then we need to breathe in for the next move. So we took an in breath here. We're still soft at the knees, feet are still facing forwards, but we're going to carry on the way we return in. We're twisting at the waist, and then we're going to push the palm out. Breathe back in as we turn the other way, and breathe out to push the palm out. So knees are still soft. You will get some movement in the legs, but most of the turn is coming from the waist. And breathing out. Breathing in and out. Now the arms come in from the shoulder joint, so if you looked at me from side on as I was doing this, you'd see the wrists coming out like this. Just breathing in and breathing out. What it's not doing, and a lot of people try to do, is it's going across the body like this. So we're not going out like this, we're going out from the shoulder and bringing it back. It's the heel of a hand pushing away. It looks like it's going across the body because of the twist at the waist. So I'm going to push that away, breathe in to bring it back. Push it away, breathing in to bring it back. I'm going to stand side on for you now. You can see the feet facing forward, soft at the knees. Twist to the side. Push it away. Breathing in. You can see my arm's not going out fully extended. It's still soft here, soft at the wrist. So you're not taking that arm out dead straight. Breathing in. Back to face you. So we'll do one more each side, pushing away. Remember, this is twisting waist, pushing palm to repel that fiery dragon. Again, the head's turning and you're focusing, eyes drop into that hand to see where it's pushing. Push it away. Breathing in. Now next move, we're going to push the hand out and then turn the palm to face. That's bringing the elbow up. This is playing with clouds. So we're going to have the bottom hand nice and relaxed, a little bit closer to you than the top hand is. The top hand's about chin level. We're going to breathe in as we twist the waist round. And then we're going to swap the arms over and breathe out. So make sure your knees are still soft, feet are facing forwards, spine's nice and straight. And it's that top elbow leading the way. So if you're getting a pickle as to which arm's doing what, the top elbow is always the direction you're heading in. Then you've got to remember not to stick your thumb up in the air because the hand's relaxed. It's quite easy to have a lot of tension here and find you doing this. You want the thumb nice and relaxed. And if it's too difficult to bring the top arm up like this, then bring the top arm lower. So as long as you're keeping the forearm straight and it's still the elbow leading the way, it doesn't matter if your arm's coming down near the chest if that's more comfortable. What we don't want to see is that the hands up by the nose and the chin and the elbows dropped so that you're going round at this angle here. You want a nice straight line out with that elbow. Elbow's going to lead the way. So the top hand is supposed to be 2 fists out from the body and the bottom one fist. So it's slightly closer. Breathing in. Alright, whichever way it was for you. And out. This is playing with clouds. That gap between the in and out breaths when you change the arms over. And then we drop the hands down because we move into the first move of the 3 to each side. So we're going for scooping the C as the next move. I'm going to do my left leg. Doesn't matter which way you're doing this, it's only we get you going the same way when we're in a big class so people don't get tangled up. Slightly forwards, about half a foot forwards, and then turn that foot. The other foot is still facing forwards. And we're going to go out over this knee. So as we go forwards, we're going to lift this back heel up, and then we'll drop the heel and lift those front toes. So we're rocking through the feet for this move. Now you need to make sure you keep both knees soft. You're directing yourself out over this knee. And make sure as you lift the toes, you're not locking that leg backwards. So it's still keeping that knee soft. We're going to keep the spine nice and straight, the head nice and straight, and we're going to add in the arms. So we're going to cross at the wrists with the hands facing us. Turn them as they reach up. And bring them down. So it's a cross with the palms facing, bring them up to about eye level, turn them and bring them down. Breathing in as you go forward, and out as you come back. So you're keeping that head nicely balanced, gaze is slightly forward over this bent knee and down. So you're keeping the arms soft and those wrists soft. Now if you need to, you make this circle smaller. So you come forward, bring them up a little ways and down. So you can keep the circle here. Or if your heart's okay and your blood pressure's fine, you haven't got any issues like stroke problems, you can come down and lower over that knee, and then as you come back, you can take it back further. So you're balancing a lot more through each individual leg. We'll change sides and do a bit more of this. So to change sides, I'm going to step the foot back, Take the other one slightly forward and out. Move over a bit so you can see me. So again, we're going through that toe, heel. If you're coming down low, and back, even more so, make sure you don't lock this top knee out. Breathing in and out. So again, you're not throwing the head back. The whole spine's going back, your gaze is going up in the air. So it's the eyes that are going up. But if you don't want to do that, you can keep it more this size circle. So going out over that knee and back. Or keep it small. Breathing in and out. Okay, we'll stay this side now, and we're going to move into scoop in the sea. So we've still got our feet in the same position. Check that back foot hasn't slipped round. Make sure it's still facing forwards. Got the same foot movement. We're taking the heels of our hands. So we've gone from this, and as the hands come down, it's both hands, and they're going to push the heels of the hands away and pull those fingers back. Playing with waves. This is the last move of our second lot of 6. It's also called pushing the waves, and I've seen it called closing the door as well. This is the one that everybody always speeds up on. So breathing out as you push away, and breathe in as you bring the fingers back to you. Now, like we were doing on the twist waist push palm, these arms aren't coming out straight, so when we get all the way there, it's the body that's moved us. Elbows still soft, coming back. So if you think about it, the shoulders are moving and the wrists are moving. The gaze again is forward and slightly down. So we'll change sides, stepping that foot back, so we'll even up, so we've done the same both sides. Taking our foot position, we're going to breathe out and in. Walking slowly through those feet. Now, if your legs are aching a bit, don't be surprised, because you're working all the way up through both legs, right up into the glutes, and the balance challenge as well. Because you're moving your centre of gravity by what the arms are up to. Don't be at all surprised if you get a bit wobbly. So using that back foot, the pads of the toes down, that's your balance. And back to centre. So that's our second set of 6. And on Monday, we'll do the last set of 6 in more detail. So let's have a look, see who's here. Oh, Jean's joined us. Hi, Jean. Fabulous. Right, we're going to do the shibashi set now. So have a quick drink, have a bit of a wiggle. So that's quite a lot of work on the legs when you're concentrating on just the moves. into Wuji, feet facing forwards. So starting hip bone distance apart, relaxing through the body, slow that breathing down. Close your eyes if you need to. Check through the body, so check the knees are soft, check the pelvis is relaxed and pushing slightly back. Not gripping at the bottom at all. Arms are open. Hands, elbows relaxed, shoulders are relaxed and down. Chin's nice and relaxed. That golden thread pulling you up. Remember, as we're moving up and down, not to take the knees forward of the toes. Add 70% effort. And commence. So stepping out. And we're going to breathe in. And out. 3, we're going to do 6 breaths if we can. 4. Okay, change, we're going into drawn in one's chest, so breathing in and out. Move yourself. Your arms should be feeling almost weightless in this move. We're going to bring the hands up. We're into dancing with rainbows. So from one side and an out breath. Breathing in and out. In breath and out. And then back to centre, circling arms. Breathing in and out. That's 3. Remember, you can keep this circle smaller if you need to. And then we're going to change, twisting waist, swinging arm. Breathing out and in, arm comes up and over, out. one. And hands to the side, breathing in, rowing a boat. And out. That's 4. Change. Now this is where we started today, so we're going across the body and back, holding a ball, breathing in and out. That's 3. 4. Now that's our 6, but we're still going to do the 1 extra this side, because as we come down, going to carry in the moon, breathing in and out. Number 6, breathing in and out. Twist waist, push palm, breathing in and out. Change sides. Remember, you can take this as big or as small as you want to. And stay this side for playing with waves. Changing sides. Stay this side, push the hands forward, turn the palms to face us, spreading wings, breathing in and out. Check those thumbs. Arms come back wide as we change sides. And change back to centre. Check the feet facing forward, soft knees, punching. Breathing out and in. Hands to the side, release the fingers. We're coming up onto our toes, flying like a wild goose. Breathing in and out. Heels down, both hands circling like a spinning wheel. Take this as big or as small as you need to. Breathing out and in. Change direction. the ball. So remember, you've got 3 levels you can do this at. Breathing out. Breathing in. And out. Change and press palms, breathing in and out. And close, bringing those hands up. And on to the lower dantian. Check through the body, relax everything. Take 3 or 4 long deep breaths in and out. Breathing in and out. Well done everyone, brilliant, thank you. Give those hands a good rub. And then wash the face, back of the neck, into the scalp. And then tap down the outside of your arms, both arms, up the insides, down the outside of the legs, and up the insides. And then we're going to wipe outside arms, inside arms, outside the legs, right down the ankles if you can get there, and the inside of the legs. Brilliant. Well, I feel better now, so I don't know about everybody else. So, that second set does work your legs quite hard. Who else is here? Oh, hi Debbie, hi Nat. So yeah, Bank Holiday Monday's tomorrow, which is Friday, so don't get too confused. And we'll see what next week brings us. I'm presuming that it's going to be a partial lift of this lockdown, which for most of us will mean carrying on as we have been. So on that note, I should be doing a live at 10:30 on Monday, and I'll go through the last 6 in the set of shibashi moves in a bit more detail. And now I'm going to have some cannelloni that I made earlier, which I'm really looking forward to. So thanks to Di for getting me the pasta flour, because I couldn't get it anywhere, and Di turned up with some, so we can have pasta again, so that's fantastic. And yeah, we're going to carry on carrying on. The weather's going to be good. We didn't get the rain that was promised, so I'm going to have to water the plants again. And have a lovely weekend. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep moving. Keep your spirits up. Keep smiling. Keep having a gin if that's what you need. That's what I'm going to have in a minute. And you'll see me again on Monday. Okay? So happy VE Day celebrations. For every scone you eat, you've got to do a shibashi set. That's the payoff. I'm not looking at anyone in particular, but you know who I am. Okay, see you Monday. Bye.